Okay, Dave, this is 7731 Rocio. I forgot what this place is called. 7731 Rocio. It's been on the market for about a month. It was on the market when I sent you that whole original list. So I've been wondering why it hasn't sold, because I think it was priced right. It's priced at 1.05 million. I would have expected it would have gone by now. I went in, looked around. The place is great. Step up in quality, step up in price. Everything looked fantastic. So I'm wondering, scratching my head, wondering what's going on. And then in the end, I found this room. They've converted the garage, and that's what the problem is here. So we'll get to that in a minute. Just so you know, as I'm walking in here, this is a, I'll just give you a panoramic of the neighborhood. This is a really nice neighborhood. This is called La Costa. This is only about, well, I guess I call it 3 miles inland from where I live. I live closer to the beach. This is about 3 miles inland in La Costa. And this is in one of the premier school districts in Southern California. I mean, part of the reason I chose to live in this area is because it has some of the better public schools. So you will get a step up in rent from the school district here, as opposed to some of the other things. Okay, I think it's 3,300 square feet. I have a 3,500 square foot place, more inland from here. 5-bed, 3.5 bath. That goes for 6,200 or something. I think $5,000 would be easy on this. We'll have to talk to Diane. I'm going to actually send her this one. I would think $5,000 or over would work on this one, but we're going to have to deal with that, what's going on in the garage, and she'll be able to give us a little bit more color on that. So I'm just walking in the front door here. You see everything's nicely landscaped. Okay. I'll have to go back and check the year this was built. It was built in the 70s, but they've done a good job with updating and remodeling. So you come in the front door, and right off is a recessed living room with high ceilings. So really nice. The hardwood floors are super well done. So coming around here, you see you have the formal dining over here. And then through here, so the formal dining is separated off from the kitchen, but what's great about this kitchen is it opens up right into that other less formal living room, rec room if you will. Everybody looks for that. So you get this great big island with the stovetop in there. These are obviously granite countertops. I don't know what these guys were thinking with these white cabinets and then the brown in the island. It's absurd. This place would look super if the cabinets were all white. Again, it's kind of a minor thing, but I don't know if you could paint those the same shade or what. It doesn't really matter. It's just, I think it's so dumb, but what are you going to do? But the kitchen is nice and spacious for a house of this age. Usually they don't have it. I wouldn't be surprised if they opened something up somehow around here. So you can see how it flows nicely over into this living area here. And that's one thing that people look for. Well, one of the things we try to stay away from when we're buying these houses is the kitchen where it's closed off from the rest of the house, like a lot of older houses are. Okay, I'm just going to go out and look out into the backyard. It's not a ton of space, but it's enough space, number one. Number two, there's nobody right behind you. You can see it looks over the canyon there. So you got this great big patio, sitting area, and then enough grass to do whatever you need to do, and if you got dogs or kids want to play, but not a huge yard. Okay. So I'll show you, like, the first thing that's really cool about this place is it has a full bath and full bedroom downstairs. So always better if you have one bedroom downstairs and the other's up, for the pure fact that if you have a grandmother or older people that don't want to walk the stairs. So they're using this as an office right now, but this is a full bedroom. That's a closet over there. So just for future reference, I might have mentioned this before, but you have to have a closet in order to call it a bedroom. If you recall, over on Daisy, there was no closet, so that would have to be called an office. Okay, and then you have a full bath here, and everything's been nicely updated. So the flooring, the tile, the counters, and stuff like that. So you can see, the difference in stuff that's been updated versus not in some of the other videos we saw. Okay, now here's where it got a little weird. So you open up to go out here into the garage, and you would walk out into the garage, and this is where the laundry room is here. So the laundry room is kind of separated from the rest of the house, which is good. And there's your furnace, and there's your water heater. Now, I'm sure that this wall that's right in front of us, I don't know, you can't really see too well how I can see it, but that used to extend right to where I'm standing right now, and they blocked it off to keep these washer and dryer and the furnace and the water heater not in the garage. So you come around here. So here's the one-car garage. If you remember, when we looked out front, it was a 3-car garage. There's one door, and that's the bay right here. Then I walked around here to see what was going on. So this is all something they turned into a room. So whether it's permitted or not permitted, I'll have to look into that. It's not a tremendous deal, but I would assume in a 5-bedroom house, nobody really needs this room. That people would rather have the garage space. But again, I'm gonna talk to Diana about that and what she would think about that, because this is a pretty big room. Now 100. It's probably more than 150, 200 square feet maybe. So I'll tell you right now, that's why the house hasn't sold yet, because people look at that and don't know what to do with it. So this is where, as I've told you a couple times, it's going to be very, very competitive to buy stuff that just came on the market. What I should tell you while I'm here is that the Daisy, 942 Daisy, I called the agent last night. She has 4 offers already and counters already out. So we're going to be basically out of luck on that one. But this one, this is the kind of stuff we want to buy. We want to buy stuff that's really nice, but has some sort of problem that would be easily rectifiable. That sits on the market, that other people want to buy it. So other like homeowners probably look at that room and say, we don't want to deal with it. If we could figure out, if we could keep that room, or if we have to change it back to the garage, how much that would kind of cost, and then, might be able to slide one by. We're doing a little bit of work, but that remains to be seen. Okay, so I'm coming up the stairs now. Obviously, the master suite, huge. It's really nice. So it's pretty cool. You kind of have this elevated, so you see you have elevated up there, where all the bed and the furniture and stuff like that, and then you have this huge other whole section that they're using for kind of a lounge and hanging out. The fireplace there. It's pretty well done. The carpet here would not have to be replaced. I don't love this carpet. It's kind of it's not really a rental grade style, I don't think, but it's clean and it's relatively new, so this wouldn't have to be replaced. And I don't think the walls look bad either. So you walk into the master bath. Similarly, everything's been upgraded. This is upgraded flooring. You got one sink out here. You got another sink in there. Here's your closet. So it's not a huge closet. We've seen bigger, but and then the bathroom's all been pretty updated. So that's a newer tub, you can see. And the shower looks to be in relatively good shape. A lot of times we'll look at these corners here and they get really corroded. We call it shower disease. These are relatively new, so everything's in good shape. Okay, I'm going to go around to the other, there's 3 other bedrooms plus a full bath up here. So, just a quick peek. This is the hall bath. This one, okay, we got a little bit of shower disease here. This isn't bad, but just for future reference, that's shower disease. Not a major deal. You got storage out here in the hallway. It's a really wide hallway too, wider than you usually see. And then you have 3 additional bedrooms back here. These 2 bedrooms are cool because they have a balcony out front. So it's almost like a kind of like a little bed and breakfasty here. So you got this bedroom and a door there that goes out to the balcony. Okay, and then you have one more bedroom. Has the same thing, French double doors out onto the balcony. This one has what do you call it? Laminate or plank flooring. So no carpet in here. And then you have this 3rd bedroom. Okay. Overall, yeah, I'd have to check with Diana. Once we start getting rents up above $5,000, it's kind of hard to say. Is it going to rent for 5? Is it going to rent for 6? Is it going to rent for 55? But I would assume $5,000 on this is going to be no problem. Again, like I said, I'll double check that. The only thing I see that's a problem is that room in the garage. I'm going to do a little more work on that, because if we could get this to a price. They've been sitting on the market, so they're going to be more agreeable, possibly, to price reduction. I'm going to talk to the agent, and if we could get this to a price where it's going to work for you, I think this would be an excellent one. I have to go see one more right after this, but I already think this one's going to be better. I thought that before I even came, and I actually ran this one by Diana, and she said this would have been one of her top choices. This one and Daisy we have no shot on. Okay, bud.